Hello YouTube beautiful people, my name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel where I document my journey towards debt freedom, building wealth in hopes to retire early or become work independent. If you are new here, thank you so very much for clicking on this video, and if you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so very much for coming back. Quick update for all the people who are new to this channel. I started off 2020 in over $335,000 worth of debt. I recently did a debt update where I discovered that I paid off over $11,000 worth of debt, and I will click that update in a card as well as link it down in the description box. Make sure you check that out. In today's video, I am doing my May Paycheck 1 budget. I currently work one full-time job as a social worker on call and two part-time jobs, one providing therapy in a local health department and another one doing a little consulting. And I am going to account for all of that income in today's budget video. I just got my check stub from my full-time job as a social worker. If you are new here, you will see, well, my social work income is a little inconsistent. It varies from paycheck to paycheck. I kind of explained that in another, I think my very first budget video, which started back in March, which will also be linked down in the description box. If you are interested in watching my journey or sharing my journey or building wealth and becoming debt free, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do have a goal to reach 500 subscribers by the end of June, and I am working very hard, in addition to working very hard to get out of debt, to reach that goal. So without further ado, let's get right into this budget video. All right, so you will see that my paycheck budget one is partly filled out. Some of the things that I know will never change, as well as my cash envelopes are pretty set in stone for right now, as well as my sinking funds and the variable expenses. This is what I know thus far. As of today, I don't have any new variable expenses. The only thing that is not filled out is my income, because like I said in the intro, I was waiting for my check stub to come to my email from my full-time job. And then I haven't filled in my debt payments for my 401k loan, because it's of course dependent on what will be left when I get down here. So I'm getting ready to fill all of this out. So my income from my part-time job was $1763.15. The income from my second part-time job will be $1,600 for this pay period, because she owed me $800 from February and she never paid it to me. And so we finally had this conversation, and she is going to include that in this paycheck. And then job number 3, I am guesstimating will be about $504. And so that, I'm gonna use my iPad as my calculator over here. $1,763.15 plus $1,600 plus $504. And so I'm expecting roughly $3,800, $3,867.15. And so as for savings, it's the same set amount because it's automatically deducted. Well, the Christmas is automatically deducted. The personal, I pay myself first. One of the first things I do before I get out of the bed is check my checking account or check my accounts, and then on payday I move this money over. As for my fixed expenses, it's the same. Wells Fargo home mortgage, for $479.47. My investment property or my daughter's home is for $10. Charlie is $68. Verizon is $84.91. I do owe Lowe's. A couple of videos ago, I had talked about how I had set aside $50 for fun, and I was going to buy my son a sprinkler and a water hose. Well, we already had the water hose, and the sprinkler was like $6. So I ended up taking the remainder, and we actually updated my son's room to kind of a bigger boy room. And so we use the Lowe's card to get the 5%, and I just have to put the money back on the card. So the $50 has been sitting, well, what was left of the $50 after I bought the $6 sprinkler, and I just have to put the remaining into it to finish paying for the paint. But that is due on 6/5, and I'm going to pay that in full. Life insurance is, me and my husband's life insurance is $133.26. Technically, he pays me back, but it's not in the sense of him like giving me $75 back. He might buy the groceries or fill my gas tank up or something like that. It ends up evening out, but sometimes it's not as concrete as him giving me the money back. And then taxes, because this is $1,600, I'm gonna take out $160. Then my snowball payment. This snowball payment is from paying off the state employee's credit card, and the payment before I paid that card off was $45, and then the payment for Best Buy was $50, and I was paying that twice a month. So that totals, I'm sorry, $49 for the credit union credit card, and then $50 for Best Buy. So that totals $99. And right around the pandemic, I had said I was just going to pay the minimums, but I was going to pay them twice a month. Then I still felt like I had job security, so I went back to making extra debt payments, but also increasing my savings. And so this is what my debt snowball is. So I include this as a payment, although I no longer have any credit card debt, and this will go towards this. So then I have my variable expenses. My son needs a new phone, and so I am taking out $150 for that. And then I have to renew my LCSW at the end of June, and the total is $140, but I have to send a document, which is going to cost $4. So I'm just going to do it all at one time, all in one transaction, and I'm going to save the money for that. As for, so that totals $222. This totals $1625.54. As for cash envelopes, my husband is still winning those gift cards, so nothing for groceries. But if I actually end up spending something, I will include it when I do my closeout. Gas is going to get $50. Gas is still pretty low, and I'm still driving the company car. I have not filled up my car since it's going on 2 weeks, I think. So $50 is pretty good. Medical is going to get the same, $30. Home, and this is for like paper towel, soap, toothpaste, that's going to get $30 because I think we're running low on paper towels. Charlie is going to get $20 because he starts to get groomed now, and it costs $40, but my husband gives the other $20. Eating out should really be increased because if you watch my May Paycheck Budget Closeout 2 video, I went crazy with the eating out. Offering is going to get $35. Spend, I'm giving myself spend money, but I'm putting it up because we're going to the beach June 11th through the 14th, and I really want that to go towards what I spend at the beach, if I spend anything. Beauty is getting $55 because these eyebrows was looking horrible, and I want my toes done. I'm not real big on the nails. I like to have a manicure, but because I knew we couldn't get them done, I've been biting them, so I'm about to let them grow back out. This is probably about as long as I let them grow, and then I'm gonna start back getting them painted and polished and manicured or whatever. But I be looking at other people's videos and their nails be so nice, and I be like, oh, but I don't want to get my nails done to the point that I'm willing to put it in my video. But I am not going to be a lady walking around with some busted feet. So what I do is I get one pedicure at the beginning of the summer, and then I just keep getting polish changes every time I go get my eyebrows done. That's how I finesse that. Anyhow, so the beauty is going to include my eyebrow wax and my feet getting done. And then finally, I have therapy on Friday. I'm so excited. Friday the 29th, and that is for that. So that totals $350. As for sinking funds, I am just adding to the travel, which is going to continue to get $125. And back to school is getting $30. That's $10. Oh, it should be $40. It was $10 per child, but I forget my college student. So that's $165 here. It's not the reason that my back to school sinking fund is low is because when we got our stimulus checks, the $500 that we got for each dependent, we set aside for back to school. One, because the main reason being because we will have two high schoolers, and y'all, I'm sure you guys know how high schoolers shop. So, and one of my son wears like a size 11 shoe, so his shoes are not cheap, and half of that $500 will probably just be on shoes. He doesn't ask for much, but he is particular about shoes and games, but he will work for it. So we will total all of this up. So we have 38, 67, 15. We're going to subtract the 16, 25, 54. Hi guys, real quick, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so and ring my bell so that you're notified of every time I post a new video. And if you're looking for new content creators in the financial community, please check out Ava Budgets and Monet's Money. You won't regret it. Okay, back to the video. All right. 38, 67, 5 minus the savings minus the expenses minus the sinking funds minus the envelopes. That leaves a balance of 1,354.61. So, So I do have a goal to save at least $250 a month. So this will be 100. So I just need to save 150. So that minus another 150 is gonna leave 1204.61 to go towards debt. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. is probably not going to be the whole 1204 because we are going to the beach and I have 2 beach tents in my Amazon cart and I want some Crocs. So I probably should have put all of that in my spend money. But I don't know. Because I have quite a few points on Fetch. And I could cash those out and get about a $25 gift card from Amazon. I don't know. I'm going to finesse it some kind of way. But as for right now, until I figure it out, this is what is going to go towards that. And from my last paycheck, I have $588 left in my savings account to also add to this to send. So about $17.92 will go, plus the $99. So $18.91. Oh, I really should just pay $9. I need to find $9 and make that an even $1,900. And the debt payment that I send to this 401k loan should be $1,900. Where can I take $9? You know what? I'm going to take it from here because this account is sitting real nice. And I don't need any medications. My daughter doesn't need any medications. And even if we did, there's about $90 in that account so far. And our medications usually are $10. So, let me see. 12, 14, 61 plus 99 plus 588 equals 1901.61. So, I don't know why I listed this here because it's clear that this is the debt, but I'm going to put 401k. The amount should be $1,900, and I'm not going to send any cents. And I am going to send that probably, at least I'm going to say by the 5th. And that should bring this total down to $6,752. Feels so good in my soul, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna pick you guys back up. So, ooh, get little crickets. Okay, I'm back. That is my budget for June. That is Paycheck 1 budget. Y'all, I'm so ready to have this 401k loan. I literally feel like I am chained to this job because of this debt. And I don't like being restricted. I'm a Libra, in case that makes sense to anybody out there. But I do not like not having options. And technically I do have options. I could leave this job, but I would just have to pay this penalty. And I don't like that. So I feel like I don't have options but to stay at this job until I get this paid. So I am very anxious to get this paid. So anxious that I'm actually considering halting my mortgage principal payment so that I could have about $2,500 a month to throw at this debt and have it gone in 4.5 to 5 months. But I'm not so sure. I have gotten so used to paying extra on my mortgage principal that I almost feel guilty sometimes when I don't. So I'm going to have to figure that out and have to handle that because it is important for me to do what works best to keep me motivated. And seeing that mortgage balance go down drastically keeps me very motivated, makes me very happy. But I'm also feeling a certain type of way. I'm very emotional about having this debt through my employer. So, if you are still watching, comment down below a sun emoji for my June budget. How do you guys like the new template? I am still considering opening an Etsy shop, and I'm just trying to get everything not perfect, because perfection is the thief of joy. Or is that comparison? It's gonna be whatever I say it is. So me trying to be perfect or have things look perfect, well, maybe it's perfection leads to procrastination. I don't know. If you follow me long enough, you know I tear some sayings up. If you know what the saying is, comment down below, because I'm going to learn it and I'm going to keep it up here. But for now, comment down below a sunshine emoji if you are feeling the new template. If you have any suggestions about my template, let me know. Any suggestions about my debt-free journey? Any questions about my pay? What do y'all feel about my savings? I'm asking because I'm open to suggestions, but not because, well, that's it. I'm only asking because I'm open for suggestions. Sometimes I feel like when I have such a huge debt payment, I should save a little more, but then I really want to be out of debt. So it's such a tug of war. Jesus, does anybody else feel like they're in a tug of war between savings and paying debt and all this other stuff? If so, comment that down below as well. Anyhow, thank you so very much for watching. Please remember that the debt-free journey, for one, is your journey, and it is a journey, not a destination. I will catch you guys in the next one.